Hey fellas, so in the spirit of Valentine Christmas, I'm gonna be sharing you my knowledge. The knowledge that no oh, why is my chair so squeaky? The knowledge that only I know because of my experience in this world. So today we'll be talking about the history of Valentine. So basically in what not a lot of people know this, but Valentine's actually started with a guy. His name was Saint Patrick, and basically Saint Patrick, he's a European guy. You can tell because his name is Saint Patrick, and um anyway he went on the boat called the Mayflower, and he went all the way across the um he went across the Indian Ocean all the way to America, and he he brought Valentine's gifts and chocolates to the native people, and that's why. And it was on a day called what was it? It was in August, and that's why they and that's why we celebrate Valentine's because Saint Patrick, he came to America, and he discovered it, and he gave all the chocolates to all of the Native Americans, and that's why we celebrate it. I I would also like to add to a different story, and this is actually how iPhones were made. Basically, a guy named Apple Bob, he looked at a tree one time, and he was trying to make a logo for his company, and he didn't know what to draw. He tried to draw a water bottle at first because that's what was popular back in the day, and he tried drawing a speaker too, and he combined it and he made a bottle speaker. But of course, it was truncated to the popular term bottle. Um, yeah, so that's what he did, and he didn't. He, anyways, he's back at the tree. He's walking down the road, and he's just thinking to himself, I don't know, what to draw, dude. And basically, huh? Hi, Mom. Basically, what Apple Bob did was that he went to the tree and he sat down for a bit, and he was just thinking to himself, dude, what do I draw for the Apple company? And then Apple hit him in the head, and and then he knew, like, he was like, dude, I'm just gonna draw an apple for Apple logo, and that's what he did. He immediately ran to Benjamin Franklin's office, and he told them to write in the paper, "Hey, we're making the Apple company, and the Apple company's logo is gonna be the apple." And that's what he did. He pushed up his glasses, and he said something. He said a very important quote. He said that gravity equals equals mc squared, and basically that means that when you're sitting on a tree, there's about 59% chance that an apple will fall on your head, and and then yeah, that's why Apple Bob made the Apple logo an apple. Here, I'll share another story. This is a story on why paper is made out of trees. So, a bunch of big cigarette smoking people sat around like those tables, like the kiddie tables, and they were just talking, and then they were just wondering, um, what do we put water in, dude? Because back in the day, we used to just put water in the bucket and just drink it straight out of the bucket, dude. And so these people were just talking about it because they saw people need change, because it was like these buckets are getting too heavy. So then they were just sitting there, and then they were like, "Hmm, what can we make that holds water?" And then this guy, he bumps through the door on their meeting place, and he says, "Fellas, we just put the water in this bottle, dude." And the people, they're like, What's a bottle?" And then the guy pulls it out of his handkerchief. He pulls it out, and he is like, "This is a bottle." and he puts it on the desk that the guys are sitting at, and he takes out water from another bottle out of his purse, and he pours the water into the empty cup, and to demonstrate that it holds water. And and then and then the guys are like, "Wow, dude, it's a cool bottle." And then they said we should use this guy, and then he said, and then they asked, "What's your name, dude?" And then the guy he just smirked, and he pulls out an Apple card, and he said that his name's Apple Bob, and that's how the apple water was made.